Have you ever wondered why giraffes have such long necks? Welcome to the awe-inspiring world of giraffes, the tallest mammals on Earth. These creatures, with their unique anatomy, have sparked curiosity and wonder among many. Their long necks aren't just for show, they serve a purpose which is both intriguing and vital to their survival. There's more to these gentle giants than meets the eye, so are you ready to embark on this fascinating journey? Stay tuned to uncover the secret behind their long necks. If you've ever been baffled by the long neck of a giraffe, you're not alone. This peculiar trait has puzzled scientists and laypeople alike for centuries. Today, we'll unravel the mystery behind this unique adaptation. Let's begin with the most obvious advantage: foraging. Giraffes, being the tallest land animals, have a distinct benefit when it comes to reaching the lush, untouched leaves high up in the trees. Their long necks allow them to feed on foliage that is out of reach for other herbivores. This gives them an exclusive access to a food source that's available year-round, regardless of the season. But it's not just about foraging. Have you ever heard of necking? No, it's not what you're thinking. In the world of giraffes, necking is a form of male-to-male combat. Males swing their long necks and use their heads like hammers to strike their opponents. The longer and stronger the neck, the more powerful the blow. This unique form of combat is used to establish dominance and win the right to mate. And don't forget about the giraffe's remarkable cardiovascular system. Given the height of their neck, you might wonder how blood reaches their brains. Well, giraffes have a heart that is 2 feet long and weighs about 25 pounds, capable of pumping blood against gravity up to their brain. They also have a network of small blood vessels, known as the rete mirabile, that helps regulate blood pressure when they lower their heads to drink. Intriguing, isn't it? Every aspect of the giraffe's long neck, from its role in foraging and combat to its unique cardiovascular adaptations, has evolved to ensure the survival of these magnificent creatures. Evolution has indeed done a remarkable job in shaping the giraffe's long neck, a testament to the wonders of nature's design. So their long neck isn't just for show, it's a vital tool for survival. Now that we've uncovered the mystery of the long neck, let's dive deeper into the life of a giraffe. In the wild plains of Africa, the giraffe stands tall, its long neck reaching out to the sky. But what does this skyscraper of the savannah eat? You might be surprised to learn that giraffes are actually herbivores. Their diet primarily consists of leaves, specifically from the acacia tree. The giraffe's long tongue, which can reach up to 18 inches, aids in navigating around the tree's thorns to get to the tasty leaves. Apart from their distinct diet, giraffes inhabit the savannas, grasslands, and open woodlands of Africa. These habitats provide the giraffes with the food they need and the wide open spaces they require. Interestingly, giraffes don't need much sleep, often slumbering for only a few minutes at a time, and never for more than half an hour at a stretch. In terms of social behaviors, giraffes are not particularly territorial. They are social animals, living in loose herds that can number up to 20 individuals. These herds are not fixed, and members can come and go as they please. It's a rather laid-back social structure, don't you think? As for their lifespan, giraffes live up to 25 years in the wild. And when it comes to raising their young, giraffe mothers are incredibly dedicated. After a gestation period of about 15 months, a mother giraffe gives birth while standing up. The newborn calf, already 6 feet tall, takes its first steps within an hour of being born. Talk about hitting the ground running! Giraffes have a unique way of communicating too. Recent studies have found that giraffes communicate at a frequency too low for humans to hear. This infrasound communication helps giraffes to stay in touch with each other, even over long distances. From their diet to their social behaviors, giraffes lead a fascinating life. So the next time you see a giraffe, remember there's a lot more going on behind those beautiful long-lashed eyes than meets the eye. Giraffes may seem invincible with their towering height, but they face many threats. Despite their grand stature and iconic presence in the African savanna, giraffes are not immune to the dangers that many wildlife species face today. Two of the most prominent threats to giraffe populations are habitat loss and poaching. First, let's discuss habitat loss. As human populations expand, so does the demand for land. The result? The natural habitats of giraffes are shrinking, forcing them into smaller and smaller areas. This not only reduces their available food sources, but also increases their exposure to predation and disease. Now, on to poaching. Despite international laws protecting giraffes, the illegal hunting of these animals continues. Poachers typically target giraffes for their hides, tails, and even their meat. This illicit trade, driven by demand both locally and internationally, only serves to hasten the decline of giraffe populations. But it's not all doom and gloom. Efforts are being made across the globe to conserve these incredible creatures and their habitats. Conservation organizations are working tirelessly to protect giraffe populations through research, monitoring, and on-the-ground action. They're working with local communities to create sustainable livelihoods that don't harm the environment or the wildlife that calls it home. And it's not just these organizations that can make a difference. The average person can play a significant role in giraffe conservation as well. By making informed choices, such as supporting businesses that are committed to sustainable practices, we can help to reduce the demand for products that contribute to habitat loss. We can also raise awareness about the threats giraffes face and the importance of their conservation by sharing knowledge with others. Remember, every little bit helps. Whether it's making a donation to a conservation organization, volunteering your time, or simply spreading the word about the plight of giraffes, your actions can make a real difference. Every action counts in the fight to conserve these magnificent creatures. Now that we've learned so much about giraffes, let's indulge in some fun facts. You might think that with their towering necks, giraffes would have more neck vertebrae than humans. But surprise, surprise, giraffes and humans share the same number of neck vertebrae, 7. Yes, you heard it right, 7. The only difference is that each vertebrae in a giraffe's neck can be up to 10 inches long. And speaking of long, did you know that a giraffe's tongue can be up to 20 inches long? That's longer than the average human arm. They use their incredibly long tongues to pluck tasty leaves from trees. And their tongues are not just long, but also tough and prehensile, which means they can grasp and hold objects, much like an elephant's trunk. Now let's talk about sleep. You might imagine that these giants would need a lot of rest. However, giraffes sleep less than 2 hours a day. That's right, they are among the shortest sleepers of any mammal. They often take quick naps that may last only a minute or two at a time. Here's another surprising fact. Giraffes are excellent swimmers. Despite their awkward shape, they can float and even paddle around quite effectively. Now let's move to something really cool. Did you know that giraffes have a kind of built-in sunglasses? They have thick, long lashes to protect their eyes from the bright sun. And last but not least, let's talk about their unique pattern. No two giraffes have exactly the same pattern. It's like their fingerprint, utterly unique to each individual. Isn't it amazing to discover how each feature of a giraffe, from its long neck and tongue to its unique pattern, is perfectly adapted to its environment and lifestyle? Who knew giraffes were such fascinating creatures? We've journeyed through the life of a giraffe, from their long necks to their lifestyle, threats, and fun facts. We've uncovered the mystery behind their lengthy necks, a unique characteristic that not only sets them apart in appearance, but also serves a distinct purpose, aiding them in foraging for food high above the ground. We've taken a closer look at their lives, from their social habits to their unique sleeping patterns, and even their fascinating method of communication. We've learned how these gentle giants live and interact in their natural habitat, painting a vivid picture of their daily existence. We've also delved into the threats facing these magnificent creatures and the conservation efforts in place to protect them. From habitat loss to poaching, we've highlighted the challenges they face and the tireless work of those committed to ensuring their survival. And of course, who could forget the fun facts? We've discovered that giraffes have the same number of neck vertebrae as humans, and that their tongues can reach over a foot long. These quirky tidbits have given us a deeper appreciation for these unique creatures. In conclusion, giraffes are far more than just the tallest animals on Earth. They are creatures of extraordinary adaptation, living in a delicate balance with their environment, and facing challenges with resilience. Next time you see a giraffe, you'll know just how unique and special these creatures really are.